Good morning, students. Today we will start with the easiest lesson of our syllabus, that is data handling. Let us see first what is data. Data is nothing but the information collected, any information. Okay, any kind of information. If you think the number of girls in your class, number of boys in your class, the total number of students of the class, how many total number of students are there in class 6 or class 7. Okay, that is called as data. Now the data at times is different types of data. The data on large scale, on small scale. Why data handling is useful is because we have to analyze that particular data, we have to interpret that data, and for that reason the huge data at times represented in a compact form, which we know generally in a bar graph format and pictograph format. Data handling includes bar graph, pictograph, and even tally marks. Now what are tally marks? Okay, let's see the table over here. This table shows tells us the information about the pets, favorite pets. Now if we do a survey in a class, okay, the students who like cats are 1 2 3 4 5 plus 5 10. Okay, for marking tally marks, first four tally marks we put straight line, and the fifth one will be the slanting line. Okay, so it is 5 plus 5 10. The students who like dogs are 4, and the third one is 6, right? Like that it is easy to count. Okay, and the frequency. Why we use tally marks is to squeeze the data in such a way that when the calculations will be very useful. Now this is one more example. Ekta is asked to collect the data for size of shoes of students in her class 6. Her findings are recorded in the manner shown below: 5, 4, 7, 5, 6, and so on. Ekta prepared a table using tally marks. Means for size 4 there are total 5 students. For size 5 there are total 8 students. For size 6 there are total 10 students. For size 7 there are total 7 students, and for size 8 there are only 2 students. Now this table is there on the basis of which actually we can interpret the data or we can analyze the data. Let's see how. The size of the shoes worn by the maximum number of students. So the maximum number of students are 10, and the size worn by them is 6. This is easy because we have just organized the data in such a way that we can find out the answers very quickly. The next question is the size of shoes worn by the minimum number of students. So here the minimum number of students are 2. Okay, and those who students are wearing size 8. Now what is pictograph? Last year we all have learned pictograph, where data is represented in a compact form and also in a picture format. The representation of an information through pictures is called pictograph. Pictographs use relative sizes or repetition of the same icon, picture, or symbol to show comparison, also called as pictogram. Pictorial chart, pictorial graph, or picture graph. Okay, see here is the example of sports played by third grade students, that is baseball, football, soccer, hockey, and basketball, where one ball picture represents 10 students. So if you see the baseball, there are total 5 pictures, so total 50 students like baseball. In football there are 3 pictures, so total 30 students they play football. Then total 60 students play soccer, total 20 students play hockey, and 4 students play basketball. This is the easiest and very interesting pictograph to learn. The tally marks which we have just seen before, this is the pictograph for the same. Now here one smiley represents two books. So badgers have read how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 into 2, that is 16 books. Then tiger, 7 into 2, 14 books. Peacocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 into 2, 22 plus 1 half. And 1, those are 23. Elephants, 4 books. Pigs, 1 book. Spiders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to the 12 plus 1, 13 books. Now, what are bar graphs? It is a way of representing the data visually. Bars are of uniform width and can be drawn horizontally or vertically with equal spacing between them. The length of each bar represents the given number frequency. Now see this bar graph. Okay, now there is certain information given. These are the types of bar graph, or types mean parts of bar graph. There is the x-axis, horizontal x-axis, y-axis, vertical y-axis. Now on x-axis, the axis is used to mention certain data, okay, whereas y-axis we generally use number or other things also can be represented. Scale is 1 unit is equal to what value? That is called as scale, and bars actually represents the frequency. Now what are the parts of a bar graph? As I told you, y-axis, x-axis, bars and scale. Actually find the information, right? What is the most popular sweet bought on Mondays? Okay, it is Mars, right? So this is how we can actually read the data, analyze the data, interpret the data. Okay, KitKat is the lowest one and the maximum is Mars. Read the adjoining bar graph showing the number of students in a particular class of a school. Now see here, on x-axis what is mentioned is years, on y-axis number of students, and the scale is 1 unit is equal to 10 students. Right, now let us see what is the scale of this graph. The scale of the graph is equal to 1 unit is equal to 10 students. Always write the complete scale. Second, how many new students are added every year? Now see, first year 30, then it became 40, then became 50, and the last became 60. So that's how every year there are 10 students getting added. Right? Now, the last question. Is the number of students in the year 2003 twice that in the year 2000? In the year 2003, the number of students are 60, and in the year 2000 it is 30. So yes, it is absolutely right. The number of students got doubled in 2003. Right? In this lesson we have just studied the interpretation. We don't have drawing the bar graph, that we will conduct as an activity, and whatever interpretation is there in the textbook, that we will solve in the class. Thank you very much.